Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show.
Trolling social media and asking our sex question of the week.
Well, they say dark times call for dark humor. So we're about to shade all of this week's trending topics. All I know is I can't be in the gloom and doom stage for the next 4 fucking years. I can't do it. I can't do it. But it is reassuring to know. Here's all I'll say about that, because we don't really like to get.
Yeah.
It makes me too mad.
No.
But I will say it does my heart good to know that at least the rest of the world is protesting fascism. Some for themselves, some in conjunction with,
Mm-hmm.
So that I've been trying not to doom scroll TikTok because where did my cute cat videos go? Where are my Frenchie videos?
I haven't had TikTok. I don't even know.
Like I'm not getting any of that crap in my Explore page, and that's the crap I want to watch on when I go onto any social media app.
Uh-huh.
Show me a Frenchie with the zoomies. I don't care about some.
I
don't care about someone's opinion about it. Who are you? Go away.
I mean, people called this before when it was magically taken away and restored in 14 hours, and there was more power given to certain people, and they said it was going to become a propaganda site, and here we go.
Well, and just certain topics. Like, they want us mad.
Yep.
Everybody wants us mad and all riled up right now, and I'm not falling for it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to, my emotional state is not going to be, I can't do it. I'll answer any call to action.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to pay attention to something, donate to something, do something?
Yes.
I'll do it. But I can't sit in this, doom and gloom. But it is nice to see, I haven't seen any protests here, but nice to see the rest of the world is protest.
Mm-hmm.
No march on Washington. No.
Oh,
No. No. All right. Cool.
I've been staying away from Twitter debates, actually.
I go on Twitter, but I mainly use Instagram.
Yeah. I don't use Instagram because it's I don't get Instagram's algorithm because it'll show me something and it's from 9 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, what? I'm like, where? I'm so confused.
You have to like and interact with stuff.
Or it's I do. And it's the same type of content, but the content isn't updated.
Yeah.
And mostly entertainment stuff, which is also weird. Or I'll see 2 or 3 the same creator that has a sponsored account that will pop up, and I'm just okay, this is just I'm just gonna check my notifications and check my DMs randomly.
Yeah. I definitely have people I communicate with on Instagram through sending them reels. And I've noticed even there too, they'll send me a cute little cat video and then I'll scroll up to find something to send them back, and it's you know what I think about what's going on? I'm I don't want to hear it. Unless there's a Frenchie in the background.
Exactly. It's, people are just fucking miserable. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, the only Twitter debate I've actually gotten into recently was, oh God, what was it? It was, oh God, someone complaining about black women. And how they're the victim of things all the time, and blah 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 blah.
Oh, they play the victim.
Oh yes, very much the quote unquote angry black woman syndrome situation. Okay. All because someone just posted a video about her experience about something. That and a Power Ranger debate. That happened as well. That was a lot more lighthearted. Because someone claimed that this one Ranger that was in 2004 or 5 they're like, oh my god, all the white people were so bad when he was like the Black Red Ranger, and I was like, hold on, and stop, because TJ was the first black leader in Red Ranger of the Power Rangers, and that was like in 1998. And then he went on to save the franchise because that was going to be like the last season, and then it did so well. And it continued after that. So, like, let's, like, again, like, what we just talked about, like, pre-show. How people just have so much access to information.
Yeah, you can look anything up.
Literally. Especially regarding entertainment. You can look up at IMDb. You can look up a whole show's profile and see when people came on. Why are you trying to rewrite history? Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, it's okay to humble yourself. Like, I was watching something the other night, and, you know, one of the little experts on there was like, it was a fucking ghost show. So one of the, like, ghost experts was talking about how, you know, whatever, ghosts materialize, blah, blah, blah. Because she's like, because, you know, we live in the 3D world. And I was like, 3D world? Bitch, it's a 4D world. And then I Googled it. I was like, wait a minute, let me check myself. And I Googled it. We live in a 3D world.
Yeah, we do.
Time is sometimes considered the fourth dimension, but that's a whole nother story. That's not what relates to the 3 dimensions.
No.
Height, width, depth of the 3D world that we live in. So I was wrong. And here I am calling this ghost expert stupid.
Yeah.
And I was fucking wrong.
One thing about me, I will always admit when I'm wrong. And before I even send anything, I'm usually like, wait a minute, do I have the spelling correct? Am I right on my timeline about things? Like, just in case, because you never know.
Yeah.
I might remember something differently and like, oh, I thought this was in 2017. And no, it was like in 2015. And this person came out with this first. Like, you never know.
I will
sometimes.
go to their bio page to make sure I'm spelling their name correctly.
Yes.
You can find stuff.
Yes. Very easily, very quickly. And you can go through 2 or 3 sources in less than a minute just to confirm something.
Yeah.
So, just the way people say things with their chests so often, and I'm totally loud and wrong, is just hilarious to me. But, ugh.
Well, as we always say on the show, Google along.
Literally. That's why we do it.
Look it up.
Because we don't want to be wrong on things that we're talking about that have meaning. You know.
Yeah, I mean, opinion's an opinion, but... Well, let's bring the news into a more, or the topics into a more localized...
I'm all the news when we are not a news source. At all. Never claimed to be, never will be.
Imagine, because I would do running commentary on that shit.
I'd be canceled every day.
I'd be running fucking commentary. This story is dumb.
Yeah, think I go fucking viral now. You imagine at a fucking news station? Please.
Well, in local happenings, once again, the Crunch Steam Room has closed for an undetermined amount of time due to ongoing inappropriate conduct.
The raid years ago that I reported about here on the show wasn't enough?
See, we are bringing you local news. That they literally had, you guys, first of all, let me backtrack. Crunch WeHo, if you're in West Hollywood, look, I think any gym is gay if you try hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically in West Hollywood, there are gyms that are very well known for being cruisy areas, and not just in the gym, in the steam room either, on the floor, outside the gym, in the area of the street outside the gym, like whatever, back alleys. So they're just cruisy areas. This is well known. This is well documented. There have been some over the years. There's one now, many, many years ago, to give you a little WeHo history, where John Reed is right now. This fancy gym.
I knew you were going with this.
They have setups in this gym with selfie stations. Like, it's that kind of place.
Yes. This is where we are going now with fucking...
Which is terrible. Because what it used to be was a 24-hour... It's called 24-hour connections.
No, fitness.
Or fitness.
Yes, 'cause I used to go there.
Yeah, 24-hour fitness.
And that's when I first learned what goes down in the steam room.
Oh my god. So this was all downstairs. They had steam rooms, hot tubs, like all this
a pool area.
Pool area, and there was goings on. It
Yes.
was not
That was my first steam room
remotely subtle.
experience where I walked in there literally trying to get some steam,
As one does.
trying to detoxify. As most things in my life, I go in innocently and I come out with my mind blown. Because when you walk through the steam room, especially because it was downstairs out in the open, so you open up the door, I don't care what weather it is, you can't see anything until you're
inside,
feeling yourself around, like to find where the fucking benches are. Yeah. And I sat down and I just literally sat there for a good maybe minute, and there was a full-on, basically a gangbang going on in front of me. Guys jerking off next to me. I'm like, what the fuck did I walk into? I just finished workout, and I just wanted to sit here in some steam to see what a steam room was about. Yeah. And then whenever the door would open, people would scatter like roaches, and they'd be super... They would go back to their seating areas and act like nothing was going on. Yeah. Which is why I didn't know what the fuck was going on until I sat there and got comfortable for a hot minute, and they realized I wasn't like a threat.
Activities, yeah.
It was, yeah.
Well, that was definitely the height of it, and that, of course, as I said, is now John Reed, which is like this very fancy gym, and in fact, a porn star got in trouble for filming porn there, so I don't think the same misbehavings are going on in that location. It's all influencers who love themselves. They can't stop taking selfies and looking in the mirror long enough to hook up. But one of the remaining tent poles of the gay gym experience is Crunch in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And look, I don't think it should necessarily be encouraged. People know what happened. If you don't want it to be happening, if this is no longer something that's appropriate in your gym, you have to make deterrents to stop that from happening. Something, because I feel like those amenities are part of your gym membership. And there are plenty of people who do legitimately like to go into the sauna or the steam room after they work out.
Like me before I was assaulted by all that live porn in front of me. Mind you, I'm not a prude and I enjoy those things, but give me a heads up.
Some warning.
And women can go in those places as well, which is that was also like my concern. It's like,
was it?
Yes.
Was it co-ed?
It was co-ed.
Oh, I don't remember that. I never saw a lady down there.
Yep. They'd rarely go down there, but they would be there, and it made me feel uncomfortable when I would like see things that I'd be ignoring them. Honestly,
yeah,
because I can't even see who the fuck is even doing anything. So I'm not gonna hook up with some rando. Like, I'm not attracted to. Mind you, you can go anywhere else and get someone's number and do that shit elsewhere. Like, whatever.
Sure.
You know.
No, I think that it's, as much as it may be a long-standing tradition.
Or do what I did. Just meet someone in the steam room and then you go into your own fucking shower.
Yeah.
Because those are separated, obviously. And then that's it.
Exactly.
Have your fun.
Yeah.
No one's bothered. You're not in view of anyone.
You're not just in public.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it, but if you're going to let it continue, then don't be upset if some other members are bothered by it.
Yes.
And if you want to let everyone have their fun, okay. But if it's going to be a situation where, people are getting in trouble and admonished, they did a whole, as you said at the beginning of this, an undercover sting.
And I was there for it. Talk about some juice. The one time I decided to be an LA gay and go to Starbucks on my laptop.
And you had seen what, like a whole bunch of guys in their towels or something?
Yes. Yeah. It was... Okay, so I'll do a quick synopsis of this. So this is like 6-7 years ago at the Crunch Fitness. Mind you, it's in like a shopping center. There's a Trader Joe's there. There's a CVS there. There's a Starbucks there that I was at. It's a dual-story situation. Yeah. Mind you, people were hooking up in the bathrooms there that had a code. So why would you not take someone to the bathroom and again, be smarter if you're going to be horny.
Yeah.
Don't incriminate yourself. All I saw while on my laptop doing my schedule were people randomly coming out in towels, handcuffed by men in gym clothes. And I'm like, well, this is odd. So I'm like, oh, this is an undercover situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing like a sting. And I'm thinking maybe one guy. But no. I took my time in my schedule that day. It was like 25 motherfucking people. Because there were people waiting out. There were cops waiting outside, right in the curve.
So they were just letting things go on.
Oh yes, yeah, they were baiting people to like
go on.
see, like to test them.
Wrong. That's, to me, that is entrapment. Number one.
It is.
Also, again, if you don't want the goings on happening, then have someone go in and actually clean every half an hour.
Do some safeguards.
Have some safeguards.
Like I said, have a security guard standing right there. You shouldn't be walked around naked anyways, like in those areas. So someone standing there just, monitoring the pool area or monitoring the steam room shouldn't be...
Yeah, I think it's fine to be naked in the steam room, but...
Yes, but if you're going in there, just... Trust me, someone standing outside is a huge deterrent from anyone doing anything at all, because they don't want to get in trouble.
Because they can just open the door and check things out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Child.
It's too much.
Well, that's some good news. There is a fire relief concert.
Yay.
From First Aid LA. And normally these things have just admittedly mediocre people that kind of just get strung together. They haven't worked for a while. This is a great ass lineup. I was shook when I saw it to get ready for it. Alanis Morissette.
Okay.
Billie Eilish. Dave Matthews Band and John Mayer. He came out of retirement apparently. Something from everyone. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Green Day.
They're still doing it.
They are still doing it. Katy Perry, Lady Gaga.
What?
No Doubt.
Okay.
Olivia Rodrigo, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pink, Rod Stewart, Stevie Nicks.
Rod Stewart.
Stevie Wonder.
Nicks.
Sting, Tate McRae, The Black Crowes. It's literally generations full of artists.
Damn.
And normally it's just they round up together. Some people haven't worked in a while, and it's but no, you have a mix of everyone.
Dang. Yes, and other good news. Thankfully, due to the rains that we experienced and all of the work of the firefighters and containing the Palisades fire and the Eaton fire and all of that, those have, I believe, at this point, all been completely put out.
Yes. I remember on Sunday it was 10% contained, so it has to be.
Yeah. Well, it was 90% contained.
90%. I'm sorry. Yeah, 90%. Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I looked, they were all over 95.
Yes.
So, and that was before the rain. So, believe they're all out now. And that does definitely show you again those calls to action, because people showed up at our studio. We just told people oh, hey, we're gonna collect stuff.
Yeah.
If you have waters or blankets or whatever you want to drop off, you can just drop stuff off. Again, it's always a great way for people to clean out their closets, get rid of old stuff. That's not what happened. People brought in brand new stuff. They went out and bought water, waters and this and that, and just really went.
Yeah, the place right up the street from the Wonder Studios. Next to Fat Bunny, the dispensary, there's a little monogram place that I never even paid attention to. They had a whole table out of brand new T-shirts, brand new jackets, and they just said, free for anyone who's in need, take them. Which I thought was great.
That's great. Yeah, the community definitely can come together. I was just talking with someone today who had been working one of those centers where they set up people to drop off stuff. And he said this lovely group came by and dropped off all this stuff, and all they could do was thank him for being there and for helping out and all this stuff. It's you brought all the stuff. And they're like, well, what else can we bring?
Yeah.
And he said, well, actually, we've all been here for 4 hours and we're all hungry. Could you, if you don't mind, we would love, just a snack or something. And they brought them all in and out.
Yes.
The LA story.
No, I love it. It's so many different fast food restaurants and local small food businesses just gave out food during
Mhm.
that time. God, you couldn't really donate any clothes because the places were overstocked
Yeah,
at
they were
that
like stuffed to the
point.
gills.
Yeah, like I had to find some place to fucking give away like some of my shit, my closet.
Yeah, I like to see people coming together. Obviously, it's a horrible, horrible event that they're coming together for, but the community in need, I think that does tend to bring
Yes.
out the best in
Mm-hmm.
many of us.
Yes.
I'm going to do a real weird pivot.
Oh, where's this going?
Okay, y'all know that biohacker guy who actually isn't even that old, but he spends his whole life, his whole day, like taking supplements and getting
Oh my
blood
God, the guy that wants to like
facials
defeat
and
death or whatever.
yes,
I know where this is going.
the
I was freaked the fuck out, and I'm preparing myself to get freaked out again.
the Don't Die documentary is about him. He's not even that old.
Exactly.
He's in his late 40s.
Yes.
He okay. So
Mhm. I didn't want to say
that
it out loud, so
biohacker
you do
guy
it.
is measuring his and his son's erections
Mm-hmm.
while they sleep. I really want to, kind of am curious actually as to the scientific equipment that's being used for this. But while they sleep, and men commonly get erections in their
Mm-hmm.
sleep throughout the night, there are apparently some devices, some ways to track the duration, frequency, and I don't know, some other shit. I'm trying to remember everything. I was like, what? There's like graphs? And he was boasting, I believe it was on Twitter, boasting about how
Yep.
his erections compared to his 19-year-old son, who that's only 30 years difference, by the way. And again, he's not that old. He's only in his late 40s. That his erections were only 2 minutes less. People definitely answered the call on that one by replying how absolutely weird and creepy this scenario is playing out, especially since his son is totally into it. He was like, yeah, I was excited for him to post the results. And someone was like, can you measure the intensity and the duration of your excitement about this post?
Oh God, I can't.
Here's the thing. This guy can do whatever he wants with his body if he wants to measure erections, all that stuff. And certainly, I think that your virility and blood flow and all those things, I think that's important if we're taking into consideration like living better and healthier and potentially longer lives. Like we also want to be sexually fulfilled. But does the test group have to include his own son?
Right?
Who, of course, is going along with it because that's what he's grown up with. His son is already taking like dozens of supplements a day as well. He's all in as well. Like he's doing the whole thing, and also letting his dad take his blood and use it somehow. I just don't know that. I know he's 19, but I don't know that he really has autonomy over his decisions. Something ain't right. Where's the mother? Why isn't she stepping in?
Child, I don't know. I just between that and the plasma transfusions apparently that's been going on.
Yeah, they do blood. One of his nicknames for him is Blood Boy because he
said,
donates his blood to him.
Yeah, he said that he's going to stop that today and try something else.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how we got here. Like, and I might be dating myself and I don't care, but I just remember hearing weird things about people on like the National Enquirer. They were mostly fake. Or the
except for Batboy.
or the random or the random anomaly of someone. But the general public was like, "This is bullshit." And
Yeah.
but now we have these people actually having and like actual followers and following them and contributing to them.
Oh yeah,
And
to
it's
be clear, like, while
crazy to
most
me.
of the comments were on this particular post very negative, most of his following on social medias thinks he's a genius, he's a pioneer, he's going to change the world. Like they have bought into this guy's mania, like full hook, line, and sinker.
Yes.
And they're absolutely idolizing him and putting him on this huge pedestal.
I don't get it. Lordy, oh my God, have you heard? So I'm going to pivot now.
Yeah, please.
To some entertainment stuff. So have you heard about the new Scream situation going on with the franchise?
The only thing I've heard is that supposedly they were bringing Neve Campbell back, and it was a go.
Well, they're bringing back Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley to come back.
Okay, well,
they're both dead.
Well, but that's true. But
and Matthew Lillard was in the first movie. He's dead.
Billy came back. He was
yes.
like in
people are speculating that it might be like a ghost situation.
Yeah, that's
or a flashback or something. But I'm curious to see because they can't just keep doing that.
They have
you know what I mean?
also teased that Stu didn't die in the first one. So there has been a tease of that because there was a fan theory.
I'd rather that, honestly.
There was a fan theory.
Because I'm like, you can't do a fucking ghost like,
no,
and just keep bringing people back as fucking ghosts or flashbacks.
Every time, okay, especially because they're
like that works like once, maybe twice, in between films. You can't just bring back fucking old actors and have them do shit.
But they will. I mean, now I think the Scream franchise has officially gone on just to be a spoof of itself.
Yes.
So,
which is so
they could do that.
Considering the origins was a spoof of horror movies.
Why not do that? Yeah, so the fan theory is that Billy got shot in the first one, like shot, and then also shot in the fucking head. But a TV landing on you, which is what happened to Stu.
Oh, that's right.
That's potentially could kill you. But
people have survived way worse.
Necessarily. And there was a kick or someone mentioned that Kirby mentioned that in the last one. Was that was one of the
like a loophole
stab fan theories or whatever. Kind of in their little world of people that have followed this whole Sidney Prescott drama over the years. That's the theory between within world. So they took what was a fan theory initially in the real world, in our world, and then inserted that just with like one little reference. So it's possible.
Okay.
That's what they're at least teasing the idea that he could be back.
Interesting. I've admittedly not followed the last 4 films, so
I have watched them all, and I feel like they've gotten progressively worse.
That's what I figured. And that's why I really had no.
There's good moments. It's fun. I think
once something becomes like a movie franchise, and then they go into a series, and the series doesn't really keep with the franchise, and then you expect me to hop back into it. I just, me and my ADHD.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I really don't watch TV series because of that. I'm like, if I'm not continuously hooked on something, then I'm most likely not gonna just keep up with it.
It's also harder with those kind of horror franchises because at this point you know the characters, you love the characters. Yes. But when some of them don't even appear, and Sydney wasn't even in the last fucking movie.
Yes.
And they literally wrote her off, but she's gonna sit this one out.
It's like,
okay, she's sitting this one out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so am I.
Why does everyone go home then?
Like-
Just go home. So, Gail, you don't need to be here. Get out.
Right.
But they've also, like, over time, you have this crew of characters, just like in the second movie. You had the crew that survived the first movie, but then they had to kill almost all of them in the second movie to make it
Yes.
more interesting because
Yes.
no one's safe. And then by the third movie, fourth movie, there's only a few surviving members.
It's also one of the few franchises that has consistently gone through, because most franchises will have a reboot with
Yes, completely.
that's completely non-canon and all, like
Mhm.
this is the first franchise out of very, very few that just continues to go along with the story. So it's like
Right.
you're going to run out of stuff to do. People.
Characters to kill.
Yes, it's like, yeah. So I get it, but it's also it's not worth my attention unless I'll pop myself back in. I'll watch one of my great YouTube recaps if I need to get caught up on what's going on and call it a day.
Speaking of sagas, I have tried to mute this. I have tried to block accounts that are posting about the Blake Lively fucking saga.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Don't get me
I
started.
know everything about this.
No. So do I, against my will, but I'm actually happy that I do, so I'm not like blindly giving an opinion, because I don't like giving opinions about things, especially against women.
Yeah.
I'm always screw the straight white man, whatever the woman's saying. I'm gonna believe until some shit comes out.
Probably true.
But goddamn, she has. I've said this on 2 platforms, and I'll say it again. Whoever's telling the truth, I hope they get justice. However, I've said this on multiple platforms, and I will continue to say it. But whoever is telling the truth deserves justice.
Yeah.
But I will say, with the amount of evidence that is coming out against her, that is extremely conflicting and
Mm-hmm.
and downright proving that she's lied about things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Justin on this because
It's also just getting wild. Like, how is Ryan
Yes.
Reynolds also getting sued, and how is
Because he
Taylor
inserted
Swift
himself.
involved? I just like,
yes, exactly.
Come on.
Because one, Blake brought her up in a text.
Uh,
Ryan inserted himself and also rewrote fucking the script, which is just unheard of and just insane to me. But she's been proven now to be a liar. That's my thing. It's like, girl, I'm going to be with you, despite how much I like you or dislike you. That it goes out the window when it comes to allegations of the sort.
yeah.
Even down to disrespectful allegations. Like I'm one of those people that I don't stand too many people, and if I do, then even the people I stand, if they do something fucked up, I'm like, you know what? Now you did something fucked up. Like, this is not right. But she claimed when she filed her suit that in a particular scene, he kept initiating conversation with her. So what happened? He said, I'm going to release every single thing that we've talked about, every single thing that she's referencing. And the full uncut scene was released. And guess what? She initiated conversation. He was not trying to converse with her. Because it was a scene where they should have been slow dancing. And you hear cues being shouted out, and the music's not cleared yet. And that's just how it is on set.
Mm-hmm.
She starts conversation. And he's very short with her, kind of. And then she continues conversation. And then he even brings up her husband first and his wife and all of these things on camera, mic'd up. So you've already lied about that. She's already been proved about showing partial text without context to have it be swayed to her
Mhm.
favor. Those were the conversations with his PR crew. And
It just seems like her whole main argument was like the vibe was off because she wasn't being cherished enough or something. Like, I
Yes.
just don't really get.
Oh, well, that's the thing.
whole-
Well, the most recent thing that came out is that like he said he was going to, release the voice text that he sent her,
Mm-hmm.
which people are misconstruing that like, oh, this sounds creepy because it's 2 a.m. and blah, 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 blah. It's just like he's apologizing for something that went wrong. No. It's a 7-minute fucking voice text. You know me and my fucking attention span.
Yeah, I didn't go listen to all that.
Oh, yeah. I did because I was charging my car and I had nothing else to do. So, and I couldn't talk. That was the other
Wasn't
day.
it in response to her just not feeling appreciated enough?
That's exactly what it was. And that's what led into
For her rewrite.
Yes.
And then he
said,
profusely
hey,
apologized.
he's like, hey, I'm sorry. It's 2 a.m, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm going to try to be short with this, but, you know, I'm long-winded, so I apologize in advance. He even said, I didn't know you felt this way.
Mhm.
I don't, you know, if I made you feel this way, I apologize. I still can't believe that you or anyone else in this industry is even having to deal with these things because you said that previously you felt this way.
Mhm.
So I just want to say I'm sorry. Again, brought up his wife,
Yeah, but the
brought
main
up her husband, apologized for everything.
Yes, truly, but the gist of it was that she just didn't feel she was getting praise enough for her rewrite
Yes.
and her contributions to the script.
Uh-huh.
You're not the script writer.
You're not. And this man literally was visibly tired. I'm not visibly, but audibly tired. And rambled on to make you feel okay and make you say, like he said, I don't know how you've been dealing with this. I apologize. He's like, I know I can, you know, kind of get in my head on set sometimes. I think we all can.
But why do you have to go through all of that?
Thank you. Because
To
if he
pet
didn't even
someone's
feel,
ego.
if he didn't even feel bad about it, or these allegations were true, why is he placating her this way?
Yeah.
And also, why is he even saying...
That's the way you talk to someone who's a complete monster.
Yes.
Totally manipulative, abusive, always wants to get their way.
And manipulated him.
And like he
so much that he released a 7-minute fucking voice.
It sounds like,
note.
Again, I can't say this is the fact or this is what happened, but having been through multiple abusive relationships myself, it doesn't have to be physical abuse. It's manipulative. If they're getting in your head, or getting in your mind. And
that's sometimes worse.
It is because
that
you
will
feel
get
like
in your
you're
head.
the one that fucked everything up.
Someone physically assaults you, then it's a clear they did fucking something wrong.
Right.
Someone slowly manipulates you and fucks your brain.
Thinking
that can fuck with how you deal with other people all the time moving forward.
You insulted them.
Yes.
You know.
And again, I'm not saying that physical abuse is in any way, shape, or form condoned. I'm just saying that people overlook emotional and abuse all the time because it's not there for you to see.
Because if you don't lay all that out...
And it's also very much more manipulative and calculated out. And it can affect you outside of that relationship to how you react with your friends, with your family. That can actually affect you a lot more long-term and in different areas of your life other than something that may be a one-time physical situation.
Right. And I, even to this day, still with some of those people, genuinely wonder on their behalf if it is something that was just innate to them, and that's how they've kind of been brought up, and that's how they've gotten their way, and that's how they've been raised.
Well, we talked about that before with her.
That's how they do it. Because that's what they know. It's been effective.
Yes.
They don't necessarily think, I'm a bad person. I'm going to manipulate this person to get what I want. They're not sitting back there scheming and going, ooh,
it's like a serial killer.
What story can
Most serial killers don't think they're doing anything wrong. They think they're justified.
Yes, it's something they have to do.
It's something they have to do. It's innate in them. It brings them pleasure. It brings them some...
We're not implying that Blake Lively is a serial killer.
No, we are not at all. But, I mean, it's the same kind of lineage of thinking when you think that what you're doing isn't malicious.
Mm-hmm.
To the point to where you also think it's justified.
Yeah.
And that brings on delusion and...
Completely.
Yes. But no, so you all didn't have to listen to it. I listened to the whole 7 fucking minutes of that. And
You're a better man than me.
No, and he even went into, you know, I would actually like to talk to you on the phone about this, but, you know, I know that you're very busy. I'm really busy, you know, but I wanted to get this out and I feel like it would be way too long of a text. So I just wanted to let you know how I felt, you know, about this. And I didn't want this to be this way. And I'm so sorry. that you felt, if I had any part in making you feel this way, that it was even part of my, park. That
The little clip I did hear really made it sound like there was some huge mistake that had been made.
Yes.
He really profusely apologized for this.
Yeah. He's like, I know your husband are probably trying to go to sleep, or, you guys have something to do. He's like, my wife is probably pissed off at me because I've been pouring myself into this project, and, I probably should be with her right now. But I just want to make sure to get, to at least get this off my chest regarding you, to make sure that you understand that I do care.
Getting way too many details. This hasn't even gone to trial yet.
At all. But it's not looking good for her.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, we're going to be forced. I mean,
we'll be in the find out phase.
Literally.
Soon enough.
They're set for trial next fucking year.
God.
If she's smart,
how could they possibly get an impartial jury at this point? We've seen the text. We've
seen video.
Case closed.
I'm like, just, you're fucking overreacting. Settle the shit.
Oh my God.
And fucking, litigation, and call it a day.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, I've got one last thing. And it kind of goes back to that call to action, and people are answering the call. The Twin Cities Pride has parted ways with Target as a sponsor. Because Target dropped their DEI program, which, just to explain to everyone, if you haven't looked it up and Googled it, for the majority of places like Target and all these big box stores, what that means for them is that they're looking for a larger pool of employees. So they're making sure that their work notices, etc., are getting in front of every different type of socioeconomic group, ensuring that more applicants come in, therefore from a diverse area. That's how most of them work. They're not out there going, oh, we just need to get one more Asian guy, and we'll fill a quota. Like, that's not what DEI is. It is expanding the hiring process to include everyone.
Yeah.
So you can all have jobs. So anyway, they kissed the ring and dropped that, and Twin Cities Pride said, we're dropping you. By the way, Target gave us $50,000 for our pride, and we're now asking the community to provide us with that money via a GoFundMe account. Here's the link if you would like to contribute to our pride. By the time I found out that they had done that, they had made that $50,000. Quick work. I believe it was like 24 hours. Quick work on that. And I think that's the answer. Because we've been giving Target shade for a significant period of time on many different things. Last year, they pulled all their Pride apparel. They have kowtowed to the loudest and dumbest people in the room by pulling black designers and their clothing lines. They have recently, I believe, I can't confirm this, I don't have time to search it right this second, but you can Google along. I believe they also allowed their parking lot to be used by ICE agents. There's just been a lot of things with Target, and I think it would be a great idea for Pride festivals, which this year I'm sure will be more of a Pride like march, more politically themed. But I think all the Prides this year need to drop those corporate sponsors.
Yes.
Who dip in.
Yep.
At this point, it's become a well-known punchline. Hey, gay. We all know what's coming every Pride. All the corporate sponsors come out from wherever they've been the other 11 months out of the year to throw some dollars at us and act like they've been part of the community all along. We don't need that. We don't need that. And this is a great example of why we don't need that.
Just, everyone's showing their ass this year.
Bye. Good. Bye.
That's it.
Mm-mm. I get it if you still fucking shop at Target. Look. What are we gonna fucking do? Some of us need toilet paper, okay?
Yeah.
I have no problem with the fact that people need to get their groceries and get their shit. Sure, there's Costco. You could go there instead.
Yes.
There's
But
other
well,
places.
the closest Costco here is fucking 50
Oh,
miles
Jesus
away.
Christ.
Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
look, if you follow the up the chain
Yes,
somewhere,
and if
wherever you shop, there's going to be some rich white asshole
Exactly.
that owns it. So, from a consumer's point of view, sure, we can be more conscious with our dollars to a point,
Yes.
but larger moments like this, these kind of corporate sponsorships, this kind of thing, where it really hurts their visibility and totally excludes them from everything going on. Let's have a design a freeze. No queer designer should design anything for
Exactly
this year.
100%.
No. Put your clothes out somewhere else.
Yep. Not that hard.
Actually, based on the Target Pride apparel, I don't think it was a LGBTQIA person designing those anyways.
Yeah.
As they were
those
hideous.
fucking rainbow suits.
Hideous. We don't need that.
I just got a flashback about those fucking hideous suits from like 4 years ago.
They were terrible.
Oh my god! I'm like no one's no.
Terrible.
They were not fitted for anyone. They looked horrible. It was just like a Halloween costume of like, hey, gay Halloween, boom. Like that's exactly like it should have been in the bag saying, be a gay person from a straight person's point of view. And it was an ill-fitted fucking blazer and trousers with a rainbow print on them.
Yeah, we can do better.
Better. Support local businesses and, do your homework on those as well.
If you want something for Pride, go to Gay Pride Apparel.
There you go.
They're a 2-person company, and they have really cute designs that they make. Everything is like handmade. Go there.
There are tons of up-and-coming designers.
Sure.
Easily findable online that have been around for years. Support them.
All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.